Coco Gauff tipped to become a top 5 player in a different sport other than tennis. Coco Gauff added yet more major success to her already glittering CV in the 2025 season. Gauff picked up a surprising victory at Roland Garros in 2025 and backed it up with a win at the Wuhan Open. Gauff is living up to Martina Navratilova's Grand Slam prediction with 2 major victories already by the age of 21. Despite her success on a tennis court, Gauff has been predicted to perform spectacularly well in another sport. Coco Gauff tipped for pickleball success. Eugenie Bouchard appeared on the Kitchen Pickleball, where she discussed tennis stars' hopes of switching to pickleball. Bouchard said Gauff's attributes on the tennis court would suit a switch to the rising racket sport. She's so athletic. I mean, she would kill the singles game pretty quickly. I think all tennis players naturally feel pretty good on the singles court. But she does really well in doubles as well. It's something Jack Sock had. He was really good in doubles. And so I think that helps the doubles in pickleball. And I was less of a doubles player, which shows in my struggles in doubles and pickleball. So I don't know. Top 5? Like 8 months. Bouchard transitioned from tennis to pickleball, and the Canadian star is currently the 9th best player in the sport. Coco Gauff's thoughts on pickleball. Gauff has previously praised pickleball as a good way for people to get out and play sport, due to its less combative nature. In an interview with Vogue, Gauff revealed, "I do think it's good, anything to get people out of the house and moving. I've seen some of the professional games." However, Gauff did accept that tennis was a far more difficult sport. "I do think that tennis players are a little bit more talented. To start a sport and be at the top of the sport in less than 5 months. I don't know. The quality maybe is worse. That would never happen in tennis, but people are having fun. I'm not going to hate on the sport. People are enjoying it. That's fine." It doesn't look like Gauff will live up to Bouchard's prediction until she at least retires from tennis. They say talent knows where it's going before the mind does. Long before the trophies, before the hard courts and roaring crowds, Coco Gauff had a way of listening, to rhythm, to space, to timing. In another universe, the sound that followed her footsteps wasn't the pop of a tennis ball on strings, but the thud of a football meeting turf. In this imagined world, Coco doesn't trade rackets at the age of 6. Instead, she grows up chasing a ball across open fields, learning angles the way some kids learn alphabets. Coaches notice early. Not because she's louder or flashier than the rest, but because she seems to arrive at the right place before anyone else realizes it exists. She reads the game, they whisper on the sidelines. That's not teachable. By 16, the headlines begin to form. Coco Gauff tipped to become a top 5 player in world football. The prediction isn't based on hype. It's based on habits. Coco trains the way a chess player studies openings. She breaks down matches frame by frame, not obsessed with mistakes, but curious about decisions. Why did the space open there? Why did the defender hesitate for half a second? On the field, those questions become answers. She glides into pockets of air that collapse the moment she leaves them, leaving defenders looking puzzled rather than beaten. Speed is part of her game, but not the loud kind. It's efficient speed, the kind that saves energy and steals time from opponents. When she accelerates, it feels less like a sprint and more like a sentence ending with certainty. What truly separates her, though, is pressure. Big matches don't shrink her world, they sharpen it. Stadium lights don't blind her, they clarify things. In a World Cup qualifier, with her team clinging to a 1-goal lead, Coco receives the ball near midfield. The clock bleeds seconds. The crowd holds its breath. She doesn't rush. Instead, she pivots, shielding the ball with calm authority, drawing 2 defenders toward her like gravity. Then, with a perfectly weighted pass, she releases a teammate into space. The goal that follows isn't credited to her on the score sheet, but everyone knows who authored it. After the match, a reporter asks her how she stays so composed. "I trust the work," Coco says simply. "And I trust myself." Analysts begin comparing her to legends, not because she copies them, but because she shares something rarer, adaptability. Coco can play wide or central, attack or defend, lead or listen. Wherever the team needs balance, she provides it. Wherever chaos threatens, she introduces order. As seasons pass, the prediction inches closer to truth. Rankings rise. Awards follow. Kids wear her jersey not just because she scores, but because she makes everyone around her better. Coaches call her a system within herself. By 21, she's no longer being tipped as a future top 5 player. She is one. Yet fame doesn't harden her. In interviews, she still talks about learning, about curiosity, about how every match teaches her something new. She speaks of sport not as domination, but as dialogue, a conversation between effort and opportunity. In this world, Coco Gauff never steps onto a tennis court. But the essence remains the same. Because whether it's grass, turf, or hard court beneath her feet, greatness follows her not because of the sport she chooses, but because of how she chooses to play it.